Hello. And yes. Stream for right now. No, I mean, you can still listen through Discord. Yeah. Well, at least you didn't have your mic being monitored for some reason. I was trying to talk while listening to myself, and that was horrible. Uh, I have tried listening to your voice. It is rough. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll play the recap.
Last session, you found yourselves in the immediate after.
You have this. You have the stream up.
Last session, you found yourselves in the immediate aftermath of the bloody confrontation at the Nova Life Lab. Dr. Frizzle made a startling, blood-soaked entrance, having dealt with the remaining threats, including the receptionist. Before you could fully process the scene, Nova was ambushed by stealthy armored guards and dragged away. A chaotic battle ensued as more guards emerged. Kilford, with deadly precision, took down one assailant, while Too Tall attempted a daring leap over the enemy lines only to stumble. Dr. Frizzle unleashed a potent chromatic orb, immolating another guard, but her familiar Liz tragically perished in the fray. Just as the situation seemed overwhelming, a metal bulkhead exploded and a towering moon Goliath, revealed to be a Scalder, burst in, decimating the remaining guards with righteous fury. Despite your efforts, the guards managed to escape with Nova through a heavy blast door. After a brief investigation of the lab, where you found components linked to the drop pods on Rust Bucket Gulch and logs of failed experiments, Scalder led you to a Waffle House for a much-needed debrief. There, he explained his sudden transformation and reappearance. Dr. Frizzle then shockingly confessed to vegetalizing her parents, and Scalder revealed that Crix Bricks had killed Frizzle's unwanted fiancée. With Nova in prison, you resolved to break him out. Following Scalder's advice, you contacted the criminal Whisper, meeting him at a den of ill repute called The Club. After a strange encounter involving a potent sobriety drug, Whisper agreed to help you rescue Nova if you, in turn, rescued his associate, Silence, from the same prison. He promised to have plans ready by the next night. You then returned to your ship, the Rustfang, where Zephyr confirmed repairs would be complete soon. A private, awkward conversation between Zephyr and Too Tall ensued, and Kilford made the profound discovery that the ship is semi-organic and intrinsically linked to him. You now stand ready for a daring prison break and the upcoming dog show.
So does everybody fairly well remember everything?
No. Well, that was the recap. I just told you.
You don't remember any of that? You don't remember me dancing in the club?
I do now.
Oh, you just didn't until then. Okay.
No.
So we awake to a new morning. The crew on the Rustfang. Too Tall, if you remember, you were sort of swept away by Double Z, only to be polished and buffed. That's all she wanted to do. She thought you were just a little too dirty.
She polished you off. That can't be true.
She's even more fanatical about care for machines than you are.
Okay.
That's a totally reasonable story.
Yeah, cool story.
So, like I said, it is a new day, and you are still on the Rustfang, and you still have about 12 hours before you were supposed to go to Whisper, for him to have his part of the plan start with taking down the security system.
How long? 12?
Roughly.
Okay.
12 real life hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we'll be here at 6 in the morning.
Yep.
Good thing I have no life, I guess.
Yeah.
So, do we know what's been going on with the ship? And is it ready to go? Wait. The ship is alive somehow and connected.
Right.
This was a whole thing
It's a whole thing
because
that I wasn't aware of, and so like, well, there's no reason to bring it up because it's not been told to us, right?
I think that you did clock that it was organic and that things were changing around the ship. And Tutal, you know that actually Tutal and Dr. Frizzle, you know that it's a Gensai ship because we had talked about that, I think, session
I
1.
remember it was a whole thing about was it bronze or was it
Yeah.
copper, and that was a whole thing.
And you do know that that's where Kilford is from. That's his clan.
Yeah, the bronze copper clan. It's copper colored, but it's called bronze. I remember this. Yes.
The Gensai, the ship makers.
So can we tell it's alive? Hey, ship, what's up?
Give intuition. Give me investigation.
Did I just start rubbing it?
Why not?
Yeah, you can give me a nature check if you want to like rub on it. Dang.
Nature.
Okay. Yeah, she said she wanted to rub on it.
It is alive after all.
We'll start with the nature. So with you just rubbing on it, it's a ship. It's made out of metal.
Wow.
But with
Sounds
the 20,
about.
with the 25 investigation Tutal, you do see that you can tell just in the day that you've been away from the ship that it has actively started to change and morph around to accommodate its new crew and captain.
Mm,
Can you
Can
say it
I-
a different way? It's becoming more round. Is that what you're saying?
No, morph around.
So it's changing based on its new crew, is what you're saying.
Yes.
So does that mean the previous owner of the ship was a Gensai as well?
Possibly. When you got it, everything was wiped. It looked like it was clean as far as ownership, but it had just been sort of mothballed, more or less.
I know that I'm not the most engineering savvy member among us, but I'm a little confuzzled about. It seemed like when we got on the ship to begin with, and maybe this is me just not understanding how the ship stuff works, because, usually I'm just used to being like, taken around and chauffeured, but it seemed like it was already pretty perfect to us when we got on it.
Well, it was functional.
Yeah, it was functional. It was just a pretty normal ship.
Wait. But I had my own desk to start writing up some of these findings that I've been working on. There was the toilet that Iskaldr had been stuck in for multiple days. Are we saying that it's different than that?
Yeah, so basically what the office that we had talked about was just your normal admin area on the ship. I mean, really, if you want to try to find out more on the ship, you have someone who's from the people that make it if you want to try to talk to him.
I don't talk to country bumpkins.
Country. I'm from the country.
I don't know. You put on a country accent real good.
Just for show. What
start
do I
talking
know?
about the ship stuff. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why all of a sudden all of the walls in my rooms are all green. How did they know my favorite color?
Would Kilford know to what extent the ship is organic?
I thought it would just morph around the captain, not the rest of the crew.
Is there like a baby? Is there a baby on board? A homunculus?
Give me a history check with advantage.
Wait, but can we clarify that? I thought I just asked, did it morph to everyone, the entire crew, and you said yes.
I did, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I understood that correctly.
It's a nat 20.
Oh.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bring out the family lore.
You know exactly what's going on, Kilford. The Gensai ships, your clan makes the ships, and they make ships to sell to other people. That's their legal front. But the ships they make for their own, they make them for a family, for a unit. So yeah, the ship itself is going to take on outward characteristics of its captain, the sort of head of the family, and I use that like crime family. But the different areas of the ship are going to adapt to the people that are in them and use them.
So you would say I'm kind of like the patriarch of this group.
You're the captain.
Yeah, you're the captain of the vessel.
I would definitely not describe you as the patriarch of this group.
I don't know.
I believe that's Daddy Scalder.
And like as you look around, you see the door to the med bay has like gotten bigger, so a Scalder can fit through. There's little portholes for Moat to fly through.
Yeah, little holes.
Doggy ray shielded doors that BD2 can just run through.
Yeah, it's nanomachines. Basically, the ship is made of nanomachines and stem cells.
Give me one more history check, not with advantage. And a religion. And a religion
History
check.
bad. History bad. 7.
And a religion.
I'm trying.
I just didn't know if you heard me. Sorry.
That's okay. 18.
Oh. Okay, I'll give. You're not going to get You're not going to get a lot, but I'm going to give you a little bit.
Right.
You know.
My preference.
That the Gensai don't use nanotech. And you know that there's a spirit in the machine.
A ghost, if you will.
A ghost.
Possibly
in the
a
machine.
ghost in the
So
machine.
there is a baby.
No homunculus.
It's not what I heard.
We're not making that canon. There is no small deformed flesh blob.
The whole ship is the flesh blob.
I explained to the group that there's a baby on board somewhere. And we must find it.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
I hope there's a TPK today.
All right,
I would assume that Escalder's been taking care of the baby, so I'm gonna check the bathroom first because that's where he's been this whole time. I'm pretty sure.
No, he
was
was
in the bathroom.
He
That's where we left him.
No, the medical bay.
The bathroom in the medical bay. It's where we left him.
The medical bathroom.
Yeah.
So you've learned a little more about the Gensai tech. You do still have a job to pull off today.
Yeah, but I thought we don't pull it off for 12 hours.
You have the original job to pay for getting the ship parts fixed.
In 12 hours. So right now we're supposed to be...
The jailbreak is 12 hours.
We got the damn dog show.
Oh my god. Well, at least we... Wait a minute. Did we talk to your girlfriend about if there's been any updates about the wedding that's been shared, or I don't know, the possible murder of my ex-fiance?
We could check the I'm sure there's news going on somewhere outside of the ship.
Oh, great, Kilford, you've got your phone on you. You check.
Yeah, let me just pull up Fox
Well.
News here.
What, you don't have your phone?
Kilford, as soon as you pull your phone up, you actually do have an alert from Chrome Cartel that's saying new terms and agreements that you have to accept before you can do anything else.
I swipe it off the screen.
It just keeps popping back up.
I swipe it.
Hundreds of pop-ups just in a row.
Like there is just one massive button that says accept.
All right. Well, no. Can I read the terms?
Yeah, it pops up and says, thanks for using Chrome Cartel. If you would like to continue using this app and earning money, you must accept new terms and conditions.
Okay. Can I view the terms and conditions?
These are the terms and conditions.
What? Is there a link or something that I could click on that says terms and conditions?
It's one of those links where all you can see is the very outline of the letter in the very bottom right-hand corner, and it's like a pixel that's just showing on the screen, and you just can't quite click the right pixel.
Oh, I hate technology. All right, whatever. I accept. I click accept.
Yeah, so it disappears, and you can pull up the news feed for the local station. You don't really
it's
see
Wolf
anything.
News, right?
Yeah, it's actually Hound News.
Can it be Cheeto News, actually? Can we go to Cheeto News instead?
Thank you for no one getting my Fox and the Hound reference.
That's why I said wolf instead of fox. Ugh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, you pull up the news and you don't really see anything. It seems way too quiet for
That's what I'm
the person
saying.
in
I think we need
charge
to
of
talk
this
to the
entire
bitch.
station to be dead.
I searched that dude's name and then wedding. What was his name?
Alistair.
I don't
Thorne.
know. I never remember.
Marion?
Yeah, you pull him up. You see his picture, his Wikipedia link, and his little.
Please tell me there's no pictures of the two of us together.
Oh yeah, there's dozens of them from he opens the door and he's on one knee. And the one where he had his arm around you, taking you to the car for the tour around.
No.
And you just walking away willingly.
Yeah, you're on TMZ.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It is not.
everything just seems normal.
Okay. I think we're fine. Just don't mention it. I don't know.
We're sure we don't want Too Tall to show a little metal to double check if she's heard anything that's been going on the ship.
Hey, Double Z, come here.
Yeah, Double Z comes over and what can I do for you today?
The doctor's got some questions.
It's a real simple question. We've been really busy today, and I'm so used to having servants around because of my upbringing that I just really was wondering, what's the tea? What's been going on the ship? What's the stuff that I need to know about? I'm getting married later today, as you know, so I just want to make sure, what's the news of the day?
You're getting married
today?
There's a dog show. That's the news of the station.
They're not even talking about my wedding?
That was the first thing I said. You're getting married.
No, you said there's a dog show.
Yeah, I said you're getting married and there's a dog show.
Yes, those two things.
Those two things. Small station.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. I mean, we're the ships come in, ships go out. We got some business,
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Since I'm going to stick myself to this person for the foreseeable future, I wish it wasn't going to be, which hopefully is not that long. Should I be concerned about marrying this person? Human, alien,
I would say
robot,
yes.
man?
Well, I mean, I guess.
You're
You know what I'm asking you.
Oh, I know.
I'm asking your girlfriend.
I'm aware. I'm answering before she's. The guy seemed pretty racist. He didn't seem to mind you, but anyone that's not a human or Asimari did that whole speech about Um, just let's put down the minorities.
You see Double Z takes her cybernetic hand, so it's not her actual flesh hand, and just puts it up on Too Tall's bicep. It's like, yeah, unless you're human or Asimar, it's he's not a great person.
All right. Well, maybe, he doesn't need to be around for that long. Maybe our marriage doesn't need to be that long.
See, she just sort of cocks her head and looks at you.
I mean, he's giving me stuff. He's getting us money, and then we can GTFO. That's that's how they do it on my home planet.
Make a deception
You get married
check.
for that moolah. I'm trying to eat my cake. I've got to figure out what flavor I need for my wedding. Oh, I'm not very deceptive apparently, but I am actually eating cake. So actually, I am being deceptive because I am eating cake.
Yeah. As soon as you say maybe he won't be around for too long, she just instantly cocks her head at you and like, I'm pretty sure I don't need to be a part of this conversation anymore. And just quick little glance again on Too Tall's bicep and me like, I'm gonna get back to work on your ship, and walks away.
Oh, right.
Anybody else want to try some of these flavors of this cake so we can know what flavor to have for later?
No.
You have cake?
Yeah, I got to pick a flavor.
No.
I'm into this passion fruit flavor. It's pretty good.
That sounds great.
So
right.
is there anything you would like to do before, I'm assuming, you go to the dog show?
Can I be an all black outfit that we got earlier? I feel like I'm gonna need to be inconspicuous,
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe get you a mask.
Yeah, mask.
Cover up that ugly mug.
Is my wedding themed? Could it be like Phantom of the Opera themed, where everybody has to masquerade?
I mean, it's your wedding.
Actually, never mind. I'm out. I just realized how that ends, and then the basement, and then the abduction again. I'm out.
Yeah, that doesn't end great. Who wants to do an inventory count? Who has what potions or stim packs or?
Oh shoot! I have no idea.
It's whatever you put in your inventory before, which wasn't much. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, not much has changed since we started the game.
I mean, if you remember, I've got candles, chain, rope, locks, and a whip. So I mean, I don't know what else I could possibly need.
I've got close to 30 or 40 things in my inventory.
And I got tons of monies.
I got a deck of cards. Blanket.
Oh, I got a grenade launcher. Does anybody want this grenade launcher?
Ooh. No, you hold on to that.
All right, I'm
it'd
always
be-
gonna
it'd
pull
be,
out the whip before the grenade launcher, but whatever. Kilford?
Well, the grenade launcher
BD2?
can get a couple people in an area.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Liz then.
So there's stores everywhere. If you all want to say that you're going to go to a store or.
Doctor, we should check and see if there's a place to get you spells. I like a new spell book, because there's just to see what's available.
That sounds like an incredible idea.
If there's a place that sells spells, that's quite useful.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you there's like mall kiosks with maps on them that have the little circle that says "You are here" and it's in the hangar bay. You can look through the legend, and you don't really see anything that stands out as being a bookstore or anything for higher learning in this facility. I think that after hearing the rather xenophobic speech and the happy reaction to it, you can guess that any kind of education or furtherance thereof would not really appreciated. But you do see that there are all kinds of just random different little stores.
cyberpunk Luddites.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pentaphilia Unlimited.
Apologies. Did we get a long rest? A night passed, right?
Yes. All of you did get a long rest.
Okay.
You can change your spells, and in particular, I was thinking out of game. Too Tall wouldn't know this, but we want to try to get you mage armor and maybe shield. But mage armor definitely you need.
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to
Yes, I
Too
am.
Tall? Okay.
I was saying
All right.
Too Tall wouldn't say this because he wouldn't know, but like.
Oh,
you really
I'm
need
so
mage
sorry.
armor.
Yes, so sorry. Gotcha. Cool. Well, is there like, I would assume that mage armor is probably going to be something like, I don't know, a full-on ball gown or something. So maybe we need to go to those sorts of stores.
No, it's a spell.
Wait, but wait. But I thought we just heard that there's no obvious education space.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I want to see if we can get you mage armor, because without it, you have what, 11 AC or something?
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mage armor would go a long way with you if we could find it.
You're saying you're easy to kill.
Always have been, always will be.
If anybody attacks you, you're probably getting hit.
Yeah,
You're probably
yeah.
gonna die.
And you
It
don't have
has
a lot of
happened
health.
like every time. Yep.
Kind of soft.
Yeah, for now, I think Dr. Frizzle is sort of a ranged entity. But, you know, in the underbelly of the city, you may be able to find something, since they don't really follow the rules anyway.
Okay. Maybe,
That may be a whisper ask.
yeah. But that'd be later in the day if we can get there.
We just go quick and steal this dog.
Little real quick. Oh wait, hold up. It's all the dogs. All the dogs are coming out then at that point, right?
It depends on how you all go.
No,
Okay,
that's the lever that the mechanism.
Yeah, the
is
lever
on
is
for all cages.
Yes.
Okay, so let's think this through. So I'm just spitballing here, but like, would it not make the most sense for us to let all the dogs out and then run as quickly as we possibly can into jail scenarios? So while they're trying to collect all the dogs, we're doing what we need to do. Like, can we do those back to back?
I do. That's a good idea, because that way they'd be have forces pulled, but we'd be okay without that. But at least that way we know the majority of the force is probably dealing with that.
I don't know if the timing's line up though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The dog show and our meeting with Whisper.
The dog show lasts several days, I think I remember.
It does. It's been ongoing though.
Okay, it's already going on right now.
Yes.
So our
the last
question is
day?
like, can we?
Go ahead.
Is it the last day of the dog show?
It is.
Yeah, you're right.
Makes sense. I would finish it out. You know, be the big shebang. I'm usually, the
That
bang.
is the plan. The finale is going to be the wedding.
Is me being the
big-
bang?
Well, I mean, in a manner of speech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can still go back and sort of cage the place before you activate anything.
We're gonna have to. But I probably should maybe get a disguise before we do that. Maybe I need to go get my hair color changed, a pregnancy belly, possibly a clown outfit or something, because I get a feeling as the tides shift today, I might not want to look like myself.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Be much better if you look like a pregnant clown.
So we'll say you all
Put
we'll
those
say you all
together.
go off, and you're able to find a shop that sort of suits your needs.
Suits our pregnant clown needs?
I'm going to say yes.
Oh my god. Hell.
Man, they made this so difficult to chain spells.
Yeah. And I'm say that God, pregnant clown. You find a disguise kit that you could work up a pregnant clown disguise for 25 credits if you really want it.
Great. I need that. Now that I've spoken that completely unintentionally into existence, that is absolutely what I need to be there.
All right, so go ahead and take 25 credits out.
We'll never do this.
And you have a disguise kit.
I have question.
Yes.
Platinum, gold. I have it in like
Gold.
all these different things. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Oop, almost just clicked add. Wrong thing. All right. Anybody else need anything else while we're here? Anybody else want to dress up? Maybe not look like themselves so much?
I don't think I can hide.
Could we make a Scalder maybe look a little bit more, I don't know.
You see
You
a
can't
Scalder. Yeah.
Turn that on and off, can you?
The Scalder look like, no, that was sort of more of a religious thing and I was being punished, but it's just back to being me now.
Oh, he looks normal now?
No, he looks
normal
like Daddy Scalder, right?
Normal for him is 9 foot tall, blue with.
Yeah, Daddy Scalder.
Wow, we are just the most conspicuous fucking group of people.
Yes.
On a space station that hates everyone but me. We are very conspicuous.
God, we're fucked.
Yeah.
So, anything else? Any supplies or anything you want to get?
Ooh, I don't know. Where are my choices?
Various. Hell, we're just going to go with the magical side of it. Various potions or.
Stim packs.
Yeah, stim packs.
What button do I press on the screen in front of me? Or what do I Google?
It's not shopping, but is there like a workbench or something on the ship?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I would like to.
Wait a minute.
Gunsmithing. I just want to begin working on making a second identical laser pistol.
Okay.
If I can. Just, I don't know. Drawing up the schematics. Yeah. Perhaps TT could help me. But yeah, just getting it started. I don't expect to be able to build a gun in a day. But
yeah,
well,
we'll say,
if we ever have enough empty time, then it's something I can work on because I don't sleep.
yes, but I am a gunsmith. So you have to put a little tiny spirit in the gun, a little baby, and only I'm capable of doing.
Jeez. God. No, your pistol doesn't have a homunculus in it.
There's a little baby in every bullet.
And Dr. Frizzle, you can just ask the shopkeep what you want.
Totally. In my gray matter, I was thinking there might be a list that shopkeep might have that I could possibly choose from. But it sounds like what you're trying to say to me without saying it to me is that I don't need a shopkeep list. I can just decide what I might want.
You see this very large humanoid that's just wearing a wife beater with slick back hair. Hey, I got some bins back here, and I'm just gonna go digging. You tell me what you want, I'll look and see if I got it.
Great. Cool. Well, I've been wondering, I know this is really old technology, but maybe could I get one of those, like, it's like the size of a quarter, it's white, and I don't know, I think they're pretty much solely used for, like, tracking people or things.
You want a fucking air tag?
I absolutely want an air tag. That's what I'm asking for. Yes, it is. Listen, wife beater boy, that's what he's gonna find in a bin. He's not looking he ain't in a vintage store. He's in a bin.
I'm gonna roll the luck roll. High, he has one. Low, he doesn't.
Okay.
Jesus, it was a 17. Dude, yeah, hang on just a second. He dives head first, like just beer belly hanging over the edge of this bin as he's head down into this thing digging. His thick arm just shoots back up in the air and says, I found it. Like, it's gonna be 300 credits though. This baby's an antique.
300 credits. How about I flash you my boobs and you just give me the air tag? Because it's been sitting in that bin for a hot minute, and I don't think you actually need it.
Give me a DC 15 persuasion check.
You are so entitled.
That was Kilford actually saying that out loud, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How about I flash you my boobs?
Wait, what am I supposed to be rolling? I'm too distracted by you guys.
It's a persuasion check.
I leave the store.
You see, he just looks at you and goes, not bad, but it's still 300 credits.
Wait, logistical question. I'm so sorry. You said... I'm so sorry. You said like plus 15 or something?
DC 15, so it was difficulty
DC 15. Yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yep. I misheard you. Okay.
So at that point, does Kilford just turn around and start walking back in?
Sure.
I mean, I got naked in the last place we went, so at least now I'm just going for a quick and painless and kind flashing, you know? Okay. I'm just not willing to pay that much. So why don't you go back in your bin? You got anything to track? Track somebody within?
Yeah, I've got some trackers, and he pulls out a thumbnail size little piece of microchip. Like, this is 50 credits.
Great, love it. Would love that. Wait, before I buy, will it track both human, non-human, and all of the other species that we know of in existence currently?
What the hell?
Does species matter?
It just tracks the thing.
He's like, no, you just stick this on whatever you want to track, download the app, and you're good to go.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have to download it, that it wasn't like we weren't just tracking a certain race, possibly. Just wanted to make sure. Cool.
Yeah, no, you can actually connect it to your Chrome Cartel app, but you gotta download the Trackers
I
app
don't want
on
any of that. No,
on the
no.
same phone that has the Chrome Cartel app, and then you can track it
Okay,
wherever.
great. Actually, Kilford, will you get on that?
No. No. What is it even for?
Okay, well, come over here. We need to get away from this man before I tell you all my super secret plans.
Super secret plans.
How much did I just pay for that? 50.
Yeah, 50.
Sorry. Okay, so sorry. Guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we seem to continually be missing a member of our party. So my thought was, when we possibly find that member of our party again, maybe we start making sure where they are.
Yeah. That's a little weird, but maybe.
Maybe we won't end up in this situation again if I know where all y'all are freaking hiding.
Well, she should still have the communicator.
Yeah, I thought we already tried to look and all, but we can't really tell where. We just know like okay, let me say this a different way. We know where generally, but I don't know that we know exactly where. Like this would be able to give us the
I don't
ability
think
to see.
anybody's tried to track Crix yet.
I thought we did. That's how we knew where they were.
Nova, but not Crix.
Who are we talking about tracking?
If you just want to ask where Crix is, we can. She has a. He has a phone. I don't think we're ever gonna get that right.
Are we? Which missing member of our party do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know at this point.
And you not explicitly saying it when we've had 3 party members come and go is confusing.
Yeah. We're being very obtuse right now.
Yes, but currently we're only missing 2. So you're welcome on that.
So your answer is, Doctor, are you trying to?
And that old saying, you know? Something like, plead the 5th until we decide that you can't do that anymore because we've hacked your brains and know what you're thinking anyways. I think it's something like that. However that adage goes, I forget.
So I pull out my communicator and try to contact Crix.
Just get a busy signal.
I just know how to write.
Okay.
Okay, so anybody gonna check on the other one?
Nova?
Yeah, we are missing 2 members of my research.
Yeah, one's in prison.
And the other one?
I don't know. I don't know. Why? We're calling. Call Crix.
I just
Siri.
tried to. There's a busy signal.
Dude, Kilford, you try to call too, and you just get another busy signal.
It's busy. All right. Does he have location turned on?
No.
Okay. Cool. We don't know where Crix is. I guess if you want to track a member of our party, that's not really cool, but sure. If we ever run into Crix again. But he did, like, is there anyone around? I say really quietly, he did, like, kill your husband, you know, so.
You mean,
that is when you're supposed to be obtuse, not.
Whoa. I feel like we're very confused on what happened. First of all, they said that they were going to be my maid of honor. Let's start there, okay? And I tell them how terrified I am of getting married because I don't know this person and now I don't want to marry them. And then all of a sudden, weirdly, he's dead. Now, I want to just know, do we think that that is like a bad thing, or is that possibly, I don't know, that person, that individual protecting me, you know?
I'm not following.
Is it possible to get Munchausen without even having been trapped yet?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I told them that I didn't want to get married. And I didn't know this person, and I was very terrified, and I didn't want to participate in the process.
You were not terrified at any point.
I was terrified about who this person was, because how did they get my parents to sign that paperwork? Did you guys forget? Remember I told you about my parents? They can't sign no paperwork.
I told you them into vegetables.
Yes, I turned them into vegetables, which is again why I keep repeating to you that they couldn't have signed that paperwork, and nobody seems to be concerned about the fact that they couldn't have signed the paperwork. But anyways, because they couldn't have signed the paperwork, my wonderment is how this person got a signature in the first place. Second of all, that was very, very scary, because I love my parents very much, okay? And so this is all very stressful, and then I tell them, and then all of a sudden, they're gone, but my husband's dead, or my soon-to-be husband's dead. So I'm wondering if it actually wasn't that they care, you know?
I want all of you to give me a stealth check right now.
Okay. Can you not just assume they care?
Right, but we don't know where they are now. And you guys are my research subjects. I can add tracking onto this IRB in a fucking second if I want to. And then
you see the shopkeep looks up and goes, "Wait, you're supposed to be marrying the executive of the station. What are you talking about? He's dead. What do you mean? What do you mean he's dead? Who killed him?"
I'm gonna role play. I don't know. I thought we weren't around this guy.
We did move away to where.
Yeah, I definitely said that.
You did, and your voices were soft for a little while, and the volume just kept going up. You see, he just looks very confused right now and very concerned.
Which one of us is just gonna kill the... Oh.
I'm gonna move to the door.
let me take care of this. I got rope. Right. What did I say? I got rope, I got chain, I got candles, I got a whip. Let me take care of this.
You got you got friends, you got persuasion.
I got a lock. I can chain this friend up.
Yeah.
There's suggestion.
You got any spells that can get us out of this, maybe?
Give me intimidation. Give me intimidation with advantage as you're just like yanking all this shit out of your bag.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, is she in her pregnant clown costume also, or?
Yes, not yet. Yes. She just bought it.
No, not yet. Okay.
Oh, I thought I was in it.
I mean, you just bought it. I mean, you could be putting it on in the store, which I guess is even more disturbed than not.
I just said you put it on.
Did a Skalder come with us?
The Skalder is, yeah. So Tutal, yeah, you look at a Skalder and just sort of give him a little head nod over towards the shopkeep. He walks over and leans over on the bar, and you hear the entire counter just creak and start to crack, and goes, "I'm pretty sure you're going to forget all of everything you just heard, aren't you?"
Wow, yep, I think that worked.
Yeah, I'll take it. Shopkeep just looks up and goes, I didn't hear a thing. You see him reach over, flip a switch, all the lights turn off, the sign switches to closed. He just
What
goes
race?
through the
What race is the shopkeeper?
human.
Fat.
Species?
Oh my god. What is wrong?
Six fat?
I didn't say that first.
Yes.
I
Yes, he
repeated
did.
what somebody else said. I couldn't believe it came out of their mouth.
Human.
Okay, great.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not needed, and none of my stuff in my purse is needed, but that's fine. I got all these skills and no time to use them.
Remind me what you got so I can plan around it. Your spells.
Oh, my spells. Yeah, well. What sort of spells do you want to know about?
Do you have identify and detect magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Identify.
And then what
Yeah.
persuasion spells did you have? Because you had a couple of those, right?
Uh-huh. I have Phantasmal Force, Suggestion, Vortex isn't. Uh,
Yeah. Suggestion, and then did you have like charm person or
nope.
friends?
Mind Flipper.
Okay.
Friends I have, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't remember.
All good. I wasn't sure if you were asking me actually or if you were trying to get me to think of something else. So that's why I had a slow reaction at the beginning.
We're gonna try to buy anything else. Did we ever
Not
pick
from
up
here.
10 packs? Well, we might have a better luck doing it here.
Oh, the
We gotta-
shop's closed.
should we-
You watched him open
Did
up
he
the door
push us
behind
out?
No, he opened the door behind the counter, and you saw this like cheap little mattress on the ground as he closed the door behind him, and you hear the deadbolt turn over.
We've got a witness. We're just gonna leave him behind.
We got it now, unless the Sculptor's gonna go after him.
I don't really care.
I'm not too worried.
Scalder's just, y'all just tell me what to do. I mean, I really would probably feel bad killing him.
Yeah, I don't. What did you do to lose your divinity before? Divine abilities. So that we make sure we don't do it again. Because our choices might conflict with yours at times.
See, he sort of sits on the counter, and it just cracks the rest of the way through. So after the rebellion, they wouldn't let me be a war priest anymore, and they made me go back into the church to be a clerical cleric, and sort of lost my faith. And you know, when a cleric loses their faith, their powers sort of start to go away. And apparently my punishment was I lose my power and my strength and my size.
Okay.
I don't like paperwork.
I get you. But if you kill, say, theoretically, we go kill this person, are you going to be okay with that?
Oh yeah, I'd just give him his last rites and everything, and you know, just don't make me do the paperwork on it.
Okay.
You see
did
him
we
just
pick
look
up
at all of you and pick his hammer up and look at the door? He's like, I mean, you want me to?
Not particularly. We know where he sleeps, so is that.
sits back down on the counter.
Did we ever pick up stim packs? I thought we did, but I don't remember.
I got a couple.
Yeah. I think on Rust Gulch, I think you bought a few.
We have nanites that can be made. Nanites can be made into stim packs, and also robotic parts for something.
Yes, you are able to create stim packs.
How many nanites do we have?
I have none.
I know we picked up some, but I don't
Did we?
know how many we got. Yeah, from the wreckage.
I'm trying to look and see. I can't remember exactly how many. If I remember right, you got 8.
8 nanites?
Yes.
All right. Notes. Then how long would it take to make a stim pack?
I'd say you would be able to make 2 basic stim pack. You can make 2 basic stim packs per day. So if you wanted to have done it overnight, I would have let you do that.
That sounds good. So we got 4 nanites left.
Yes.
All right. Notes. 2 stim packs. Doctor, I'll hand you one, and I'll hand Kilford one. Y'all hold on to these. Add that to your inventory. And that's going to be what kind of potion?
It would be just a basic health potion.
Which is what?
I believe it's 2d4.
Yeah, basic stim back. You said you were giving me one?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it's 2d4. 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay. Yeah, so just put that in your inventory so you don't forget about it, and then
I got it.
We'll have it. Stim pack. 2d4 plus 2.
So we'll say that you all are kitted out and going to go sort of case the dog show, see what's going on there.
The doctor is now properly pregnant and clownified.
Yes, she is a pregnant clown now.
We have impregnated the doctor.
What are we doing here other than just casing the place?
You can look around, see what's going on.
See, the thing is, to get in the back room, we needed the doctor.
If you remember, Kilford actually got in too.
How did I get in?
Intimidation.
Right. Is it the same?
That was because we were with her. Yeah, I was wondering why.
I don't remember exactly. We went into like a back door or something.
A what?
Right.
I intimidated.
Oh, there you are.
A what? Thank God. Did you say a bus store?
Back door?
Yeah, you went. Most of the group went in together, and I think Kilford had gotten separated or something, if I believe. But you did come up to the guards, and you were able to intimidate your way in.
Oh, great. Mm-hmm.
Right, but that was the other day.
Do you want me to see if they recognize me, maybe?
Do I recognize?
No, if the soldiers recognize me.
Do you think
No,
they'd
I
be
wanna know.
familiar with the pregnant clown?
Oh, shh.
Oh, it was a stim pack. Add to your inventory.
Thank you.
It was which is a potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I mean, if you just want to walk up and test your disguise, yes,
No,
you can.
I don't. I don't know. I don't. I do not want to do that. But maybe I could act like I'm in labor, and then maybe we could work our way through the door.
I'm in labor. Let me go see the dogs.
Yeah.
Let me see the vet. I need the vet.
Actually, that's reasonable.
That is reasonable.
You're welcome.
Let's. I mean, it
Perception with
sounds like it might
disadvantage.
work. A what?
Or persuasion with disadvantage. Perhaps tell me the plan. You see, there are 2 warforged soldiers, so they're definitely different guards.
They're warforged.
I thought you said
My
they were the same
brethren.
guards.
I never said that. I said how you got past the other day. Yeah, Too Tall, when you look at them, give me a perception check. With 10, 11.
I wasn't even looking at the screen. I didn't know the map changed.
with an 11, these look like cheap imitations of yourself. But you can see that they have like the Omnicore insignia on them.
Okay. Were these different than the ones that were here before?
Yeah, those were just normal human security that were there the previous day.
Is the wedding supposed to be today?
Yes. In a few
Well,
hours.
they beefed up security for the wedding, obviously.
Guard captain.
I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do. We could try to find a wheelchair, wheel me in, because I'm in labor, need to get out of the bay, you know? Quickest direction.
Hold on. We don't even have a plan.
Why do we need to get in there?
Yeah.
I thought we need to get in there because the dog show's going on.
We want to try to get Nimbus out. But past that, I just want to avoid being here at all. But
What?
What time is the wedding supposed to be? Do we know?
It would be towards the afternoon, towards later in the day.
I thought we have to go get the doggo first, and then we have to go.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Guilford, give me actually give me a perception check yourself.
I'm gonna perception check myself.
Yep. Or
Goddamn.
perception or insight.
I would have rolled perception.
Okay.
13.
I would have rolled insight.
I'll let you roll insight as well, Too Tall. Dr. Frizzle, you can roll either one as well.
Actually, no. They're both the same. I was thinking insight. I got insight investigation mixed up. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So Guilford, you're just you look around and you're like, yeah, there's beefed up security for the wedding, but I want to say Too Tall and Dr. Frizzle, both of you clock that this isn't just beefed up security. These are beefed up security would be like some extra personnel, some more security cameras. These are combatants. These guys are here for something.
Hmm.
And you don't see.
And we're sure that I'm not the something that they're here for?
I was going to say, and you don't see any wedding decorations. No preparation for the wedding.
Well, we've got the pregnant clown approach.
I got a question. Could we just send Liz in there to go just press that button and run out?
We don't have to physically press a button. We can just activate it.
Can we activate it from here?
Yeah. I think I got to do a little bit of searching for the right code shit online, but I should be able to find it. There's probably a better way to say that, but that's pretty close.
So the way this is going to work is I never can remember what the proficiency I created for you was, the skill.
Engineering.
It's going to be a DC 20 engineering check. Now, if you fail it, the next time it's going to decrease because we're going to say that you're getting closer to the right frequency. However, if you fail it by 5 or more, the guards are going to be alerted to someone doing a frequency sweep.
Okay.
So, whenever you're ready.
All right. I'll start sweeping for the thing. I do the thing.
Mother of God.
What do you roll?
21.
Oh, jeez.
Wait. Maybe I want to give advantage or something, or plus whatever something else that I can give you is.
There's not a reason.
Darn
you all watch as this little puff of smoke comes from this control panel towards the back. And you start to hear all of the cage doors swing open. The first thing you hear is this.
I didn't mean to activate it. I just meant to find it first.
You kicked it off.
Yeah, that was the thing.
That's not. What was the DC?
20.
I got 21.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to get a 20. You got better. First thing you hear is this horrible cacophony of little mushrooms singing together as they start scampering around. And then this giant frog leaps out. You see a giant badger a little further back. A giant camel. A giant goat.
What is happening?
And a death dog. You see Nimbus
Those aren't dogs.
blinks
There's
out of
been
his
one
cage.
dog.
All the
Big
guards turn their attention. You hear an ungodly roar and shaking towards the back of the room.
Hell yeah.
Big dog.
In the largest pen in the back of the room, this strange, unknown creature comes forth and lets out a mighty roar.
So I'm okay with this.
I have a ton of questions too.
Yeah.
I'm going with it. I have a ton of questions.
So what I was saying was, for looking for the code, you said the DC was 20, and I did better than it, and it opened.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to activate it. I was trying to find it.
As soon as you matched the frequency, that's all you had to do was match the frequency on the little emitter.
Okay.
Yeah, you all didn't go inside. So you see Nimbus back here, who now has. might want to go towards the back of the map if you haven't already.
I'm watching it on the stream, so I'm watching you move it around.
Okay. Nimbus is in trouble. And I'm going to start selecting things to add to initiative. And I'm going to need you all to go ahead and roll initiative. Because Nimbus can only blink so far.
So are we just like, are we sitting in the doorway right now, or we're just somewhere else?
You're sitting in the doorway.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's a swarm of mushrooms, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Just a second.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Let me know what you rolled for initiative, please.
21.
19.
I'm 16.
Is Scalder?
Hold on, and I will roll for him. Scalder. Rolled a 6. So, all you have to do is get Nimbus out alive. He is at the top of the initiative order. And he has a speed of 40. So let's see how far he can get. So you watch as Nimbus fades out of existence, out of reality, and blinks back in front of the giant goat. That brings us down to Kilford.
What are the guards doing? What are the soldiers doing?
Freaking out.
They're emoting.
They can't decide who they need to attack, what they need to try to restrain.
Just not us, because we didn't do that.
It depends on if you try to go in or not.
Yeah.
We can just tell them we're going to help them while making a way, a path.
Yeah, I'm not about to start blasting. Fuck, I don't know. It's like, oh, holy fuck! Look at all these loose animals. Do you need help? To one of the guards. I don't know.
Do you need it?
Do you need assistance?
Make a deception check.
This is dumb.
That's not deception. That's
17.
not deception at all.
They fully believe you. They rolled horribly.
Uh,
You just hear them. Okay, come help us.
Do you need assistance from me, soldiers?
You're hearing their tone, you change yours.
I know. I was thinking about the country comment I made earlier.
Like cowboy dragons gone
Yep.
howl. Yes, please. enter and help.
Okay.
Non-lethality.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that sounds boring.
Did that cost me any of my economy?
No.
Great. Let me think for a moment.
We can't. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where initiative was.
Did I see Nimbus? Did he blink, or did he just run to where he is? Or
He did blink.
Yeah, he blinked.
did blink? Okay.
What do we know about Tyrannosaurus Rexes?
That's big and scary.
How far can they run? Do they have wings?
Give me a history
Okay.
check.
How much weight do they hold in their buttholes?
We don't know what a wolf is, but we know what a T-Rex is.
Yeah, we don't know what cheetahs are either. History.
10, 15.
Good. This creature is from the Earth that was.
Shit. With a dirty 20, you have seen. God, I wasn't even expecting that shit. You've seen in ancient texts.
We got him.
Stories
Ancient
of
movie about
yeah,
Jurassic Park.
about these people that tried to recreate an extinct species, and it was going to be a theme
So I don't
park.
learn shit about a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I just learn about fucking.
No, this is history for what you remember.
Yeah, this is history. You remember the old film documentaries, and it was a documentary about an ancient documentary of a group of people that tried to create a theme park to bring back into existence an extinct species.
Yes. My
I know
confusion
DNA.
with this is if I want to remember facts, biological facts about a Tyrannosaurus Rex,
It
and I
liked goat.
roll a 20, why I wouldn't learn anything about them.
You got a
I know
dirty
their
20.
vision is based on movement. I know that much.
At least I didn't lie and tell you that. They like goat. You know that.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I moved up to where I am now, and how do I ping again?
If you hit X on your keyboard and click.
X.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Great. I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade right down here,
When
right by the goat.
did
As
you
an action, I can throw a grenade to a point up
That was
60
from the
feet away.
grenade that, the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Shit,
Oh,
I
is it?
forgot about that.
Huh. Well,
Wait, but I
my
thought I
inventory.
had the grenade launcher.
I guess I
Oh,
have
he's
this
just got the
grenade. I thought I bought these.
Yeah. But I had completely forgotten about that.
I thought we picked
Yeah.
them up. I thought somebody
I-
put them down and we picked them up.
I
The-
think I
the-
started the adventure with some grenades.
I picked mine up.
Okay. Anyway, I throw it here. It's a 20-foot sphere, heavily obscured by smoke for a minute, just kind of right behind Nimbus,
Okay.
and that is my action. Good. Okay. Yeah.
They're huge.
So it won't be going for the goat. It'll be going forward.
Yeah, you're just going to see it come bursting through.
That's fine. You know, there's a little tasty guard captain right by him, or this confusing wall of smoke. Like, what's the T-Rex going to do? They're not that smart. And I just gonna assume the giant frog is harmless, and I don't know. Maybe
I'd be more worried
20
about
feet.
the swarm of mushrooms.
Oh no, maybe I go
Which
towards
one
the
do you
frog.
trust more, the giant frog or the swarm of mushrooms?
I'm not afraid of it either, to be frank, and I stand right where I am. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
And I call it, or no, I don't call it the Nimbus. Wait, Nimbus, he talked telepathically, right?
Yes.
I think, like, Nimbus, let's go. In the general direction of Nimbus. I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
You hear back in your head, and I'm working on it.
All right, that's
Did he did he not dash?
He doesn't
That's
have a
how
dash action.
Nimbus got here. Oh no,
He
Flash.
doesn't have
Yeah,
a
never
dash
mind.
action.
Right, he has blink.
Yeah, Blank. Sorry, not Flash.
So that brings us to the guard captain, who is standing next to a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Shit, I guess he really doesn't have an option but to try to attack and stun the T-Rex.
It seems like a
Yeah.
good idea.
Just fails miserably.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to move that.
We'll get him that time. For
Yeah, we don't have a way of seeing anything's health.
21 damage.
Not that well, we can't see like how damaged they are.
You're not supposed to. I'm supposed to narrate that to you. I'm not supposed to give you that much hope. So that ends the guard captain's turn. That brings us to Tutal.
Well, what am I supposed to do to help?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just let this play out and it'll be fine.
I'll walk over here and then fuck, you can't, how are you going to restrain a swarm of, what do these look like?
They're mushrooms. They're the swarm of essentially sentient mushrooms.
Okay, but what do they look like? Do they just fly around?
Well, they just sort of plop and bop around like you'd think a sentient mushroom would. They're not graceful. They're not and they're just sort of weird.
They have legs?
No. No, it's just the whole bottom just sort of moves appropriately so that they can move.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is move the giant frog back into its cage. Try to.
Okay.
So that at least it looks like I don't feel like shooting anything at the moment. So hopefully it'd convince the Warforged that we're trying to help them.
Yeah, so we'll just do a opposed strength check then.
With my armor, I use my intelligence.
Yeah, you sure do.
So just a intelligence check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to push the frog back 5 feet.
Was it even necessary to use my Yeah, that is the question. With me, my armor, I can choose to activate it after, I think, so that because I have charges on it.
It rolled a 17. You beat it.
Well, would I beat it with a 4 less? Yeah, then I wouldn't have to use my armor. That's just because I have so many charges to use, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It rolled
so
a
I just
17.
didn't need to. All right.
Yeah, so if you didn't beat it,
how far into the am I able to close the door after?
I'll say that once you get there, and I'll draw us a line. We'll say that you're able to do strength check to try to bend some metal, sort of keep it in place.
Bend some metal. Is there not like a button or a lever that they originally used to close the door?
Yeah, but the system got destroyed. Everything got emergency opened.
Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, I'll push him in.
Didn't think that you were man, you gotta give me some credit. I didn't expect you all to do anything other than murder hobo. I didn't think you were going to try to help the guards get the animals back in their pens.
We're just trying to make it look like it until Nimbus can get closer.
We're helping. Why you assume we're just bad people?
Says the OG murder hobo.
What does that even mean? Not the OG murder
Nobody
hobo.
knows what it means, but it's provocative.
Too Tall, do you have anything else you'd like to do?
Moat can fly around the swarm and try to huddle them. I don't know, like how you would ever control how the fuck was that in a cage in the first place? I imagine that was in a sealed box.
It's a terrarium.
Yeah, it's basically just a terrarium. They're not smart, so we'll say they're just looking up at Moat.
Okay. If they're when they try to move, Moat's gonna try to be there to try to dissuade them.
Okay.
Just like float around in the way.
We'll say Moat's holding his action.
Sure. BD2. That helps Moat.
Okay.
Is this a regular sized camel or a giant camel?
That is a giant camel. If that's all for Too Tall, that brings us to the Death Dog, who is, I think, currently very afraid of all the smoke. Since he's...
God damn it. That's really... Is there a way to lock that? Doesn't look like it.
Yep, I can.
Okay.
Quit touching.
Which he... Yeah, he sees Nimbus just sort of popped up right there in front of him. So that's what he's gonna do.
Attack? Not run scared?
He's angry and afraid. He's aggressive. So he's gonna run up after Nimbus. He will try to bite him. And he is unable to, but he will take his one more attack.
So did I get the frog in the cage or not?
The black
You
line.
drove?
No.
Could I have not moved the frog into the cage?
You're able to do 5 feet with a shove.
No, carry. Like, I'm moving him into the cage.
Carrying the giant frog?
That shouldn't be terribly hard.
How big is the frog?
I mean, it's about the same size as Too Tall, because it's a giant creature.
Well, I mean, oh God, how...
What's your movement speed's 30?
Yep.
I'll say that you would be able to move him if you want to just pick him up and carry him. So,
He's either gonna just what is it, sled push him into the cage or pick him up, if that's an option.
yeah, I'd say that carrying him being that size, you would have gotten half movement. So that would have put you both right there. Carrying something that big.
Okay.
Death Dog only hit once. Do damage. Does 5 damage to Nimbus. Not 56. And that's it for the Death Dog. Moat BD2 have already gone. That brings us to the Giant Badger, who is just going to take off running.
In a specific direction, or
away from the smoke, from the little fight behind him. So he's going to go 30 feet towards the only clear opening he sees. Puts him right here on this table, or what looks like a table. And he's not trying to attack anything, he's just trying to run. Unless Kilford or BD2 would like to try to take an opportunity attack on him.
Nope, I'm not.
Okay.
Nope.
Brings us to Dr. Frizzle, or the Pregnant Clown.
Yes. That's Dr. Pregnant Clown to you. So I will be going 30 feet up here. I don't know if that is not doing anything. To right. Here. Show it.
Right. I got you.
Okay. Okay. So then, because I'm here, then I'm going to use my Vortex Wrap.
warp.
Warp. Yeah, wrap. Oh my god, that's the greatest thing I've ever said.
Go ahead and spit a few bars fresh out of the vortex.
No, now I like to think about is how hungry I am.
Yeah, it's got like turkey, tomato, the void.
Extra mayonnaise because it's mine. Okay, then I do my Vortex War on Nimbus, bringing him as close to me and Guilford as I possibly can, which should be essentially on top of us.
I think with that spell, you should be able to move him. Like, it's a 30-foot range, and you could move him 30 feet away from you.
I thought it was 90. I thought it was 90.
I don't remember. You look at the spell. But like, you should be able to teleport him not just away from where he is, away from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that it just has to be within, and then I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, I'm reading it too. I don't see.
It can go further.
I'm confused because it just says at higher levels add 30 to the original, but I don't see an original.
Well, you don't have a higher level spell slot to do that anyway.
No, I know. I'm just saying, where is the original number of how far?
What
So
does
the
that have
range
to do?
is 90 feet.
In my head, the range is to have them close enough to be able to do the spell.
Within range. So you can, like, 90 feet in front of you, you can teleport somebody 90 feet in front of you to 90 feet behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can. Okay, so I'm the
So
center.
he can just be out.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw Nimbus out the door.
Yeah, you Describe to me what it looks like as you vortex wrap Nimbus and throw him back out the door.
Well, I mean, essentially what happens is you should imagine that a spell comes down that looks like a really great pair of tits, right? And then essentially he gets squished between them, and then it's just like, boom. And then the boobs are on the other end of the room. Everybody's staring at the boobs. And then there he is.
With this information as well, you wouldn't have had to walk forward if you didn't want to.
Yeah,
it
I
would have been in
back
range.
where you were.
Right?
Yeah, we can still say that you're back here next to Lizard.
Okay. Great. Yeah.
It's an insane spell.
It really is so OP.
It's awesome.
I mean, I would say that maybe we want to like GTFO, so maybe I take my 30 steps out the back.
Yeah, so yeah, Dr. Frizzle, you and Liz
Me and Liz are going with the dog to, we're going to protect the dog. And
yeah, you see, you get to the door and you watch Liz just sort of hop up on Nimbus's back. Unless you have any other action you'd like to take, we'll move ahead.
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay. So that brings us to the Warforged.
Smite this badger, this terrified badger.
God, they are.
One of them's got to go for the camel. Come on.
I honestly feel a little bit bad about this. This Warforged soldier's going to run up to this badger and try to cut him off.
I feel bad about this, but he doesn't.
He sure doesn't, and he's going to take his arm blade. And roll really horribly and miss, but he has a multi-attack. Holy crap, he missed twice.
It's a big badger.
Missed a giant badger twice, so he's just going to try to stand in front of him and block his path. Next is the other Warforged, and yeah, he's just going to go for the camel.
Strength check.
You watch as this Warforged soldier just runs towards this giant camel. Back to your cage. Please go peacefully as these giant blades come out of his arm. Like, I am only trying to subdue. And when he hits the camel for 7, we'll use his multi-attack. Definitely hits again for 8 more. The camel instantly looks not good. Next up is the giant frog.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to
ribbit. Come on, I bet you got poison.
My God, please say it licks too tall.
I'm not immune to poison, I'm just resistant.
It doesn't have poison.
Oh, that's
not a poison dart frog, obviously.
I do. Oh yeah,
you do?
There's nothing. I was trying to make sure there wasn't anything to it. You watch as the frog opens its mouth and just starts to try to swallow too tall from the head down.
I think I'm too big.
I said start to try. Yeah, that's it for right now. You're not grappled, but you are blinded and restrained, but you have total cover against attacks as well.
8.
That's it. It's just standing there. The Scalder is going to. I think he's running after Dr. Frizzle to sort of try to keep them safe. Next, we have the Campestri.
I kind of hate how. Oh, sorry, never mind.
What?
I was going to bitch about something that wasn't directly the game, so don't worry about it.
Oh. Yeah, they're just going to try to headbutt BD1 because that's really all they can do. And they have a +0 to this. What's BD1's or BD2's AC?
Steel Defender. Actually, it should be in on my character sheet, right? In extras.
Yeah.
AC 15.
They actually hit. I can't believe
he uses reaction to not get hit. Oh, I think he can only do that on somebody else.
Yeah, as a protection for somebody else. Yeah, don't worry. They're
deadly, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. They do 13 damage.
That's way more than I thought they would be able to do. They're like,
damn.
How?
They're made out of.
They're mushrooms.
There's a lot of them.
If somebody threw a whole bucket of mushrooms at me, it wouldn't hurt.
If you had hit them once, it would have cut their attack damage in half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for BD3.
Man, that's all they can do. Next is the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who has been hit by the guard captain. And none of you can see this because of the
scary noises.
Wonderfully placed and not at all annoying to me smoke grenade that got thrown in the middle.
That's really perfect.
Yeah, fuck the DM.
Yeah. It's not like he's going to remember this in the notes or anything.
Fuck your plans. I got an item.
You gave it to him.
I know.
I paid for it.
Yeah. It's going to take a bite attack on the guard captain. I think a 25 will hit. Does 26 damage to the guard captain, who is instantly bloodied. Then we'll also take its tail whip for its multi-attack. Another 25 to hit. Another 23 damage. And the guard captain is barely hanging on for dear life. The undying soldier is not intelligent because it's... Man, y'all aren't even going to get the cool thing or the lore with it.
Well,
we're just too good at stealing dogs at a dog show where there was only 2 dogs.
I mean, really, there weren't any dogs, but it's going to swing at the T-Rex, and it's going to...
The dogs are friends we made along the way.
It's going to do 11 damage.
As long as they're not the T-Rexes we met along the way.
I'd call that a dog.
Just not a puppy.
Do another 11 damage. T-Rex still looking perfectly fine if y'all were wondering. Even though it's been hit 4 times now.
I haven't seen it.
Do we even know there's a T-Rex there?
Yeah, it's very loud.
Yeah, you hear god-awful noises coming from the back.
I don't want to be behind that smoke.
Yeah. Nimbus is gone. Kilford, it is back to you.
Oh, shit. Also, I'm listening to smooth jazz while this is going on, and it just works. In case you guys need a music recommendation.
It's Star-Lord listening to smooth jazz while a T-Rex is mutilating the guard captain.
Yeah, I got my space pods in.
Yeah.
That you'll use, but you won't use a phone?
Because it's connected to a space cassette.
Yeah, Space Walkman.
Totally analog. Right. Preserves the sound quality.
Yeah, it does. You're so right. Gosh. Fuck, yeah. Nimbus is out the door.
Yeah.
Run in terror from the scary noise.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of.
Hey, great guys. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, you know, I saw one get out. I'm gonna go get him.
Yeah, good.
I got this one. You get the badger.
Okay. I am trying. I missed twice, even though it's bigger than me.
Keep it up, soldier.
God. I feel very patronized at this point.
You go get him, Tiger.
Just doing finger guns running out the door.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to like completely bail, but I somewhat exit the area. Maybe go out the door 10 feet or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to like hold an action in case you need it or anything?
Yeah, I'll hold an attack. I don't know. How vague can I be? In case something goes horribly wrong. If the T-Rex breaks through the smoke or something.
Alright, that's vague enough.
Where does Scalder go?
Scalder went out after me.
Yeah, ran out to protect those three.
Oh, they maybe I wasn't paying attention. Did Dr. Fish already leave?
Yeah.
And Scalder? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, Scalder ran out to protect Dr. Frizzle, Nimbus, and Lizard.
Wonderful. All right, they're all coming together. Love it when a plan comes together, guys.
I did my part of the plan and then GTFO'd.
Yeah. That brings us to the guard captain, who is going to try to run in fear to the smoke, but the T-Rex gets an opportunity attack. Jesus. Oh, rolled really poorly, though. Ah, it actually misses. The guard captain is lucky and runs into the smoke and tries to hide. That brings us to Atal.
I choose to not be restrained.
You just slowly push yourself back out, very slimy and covered in frog spit.
This shit's gross. I'm out.
Give me a constitution check.
Check. Check. No.
Take one level of exhaustion.
What the hell?
I'm kidding. Just from the sheer amount of dirt. No, I'm just messing with you. So you're just going back to the door to stand guard?
No, I'm running.
Okay.
Everybody's getting out. We're just getting out.
Why? I got no reason to be here.
I just thought you were going to go stand with Kilford, your buddy, but...
That's all right. I'm making sure everyone gets out.
Kill was technically out, I thought.
Yeah, he's like 10 feet past the door, he said.
Then Moat doesn't have to worry about it. BD2, I'm sure, is going to die because of the mighty mushrooms.
No, they don't get opportunity attacks.
Okay, then we're out.
They're not great. Yeah, so you accidentally and completely subvert pretty much my entire encounter.
Yeah.
We did it.
You thought you had a storyline for us, well, we got a storyline for you.
Next time, the big bad monster is getting put in the first cage. So where do you all head back to now that you've freed Nimbus?
Our
Start going to
our phone guru should figure out where we need to drop this thing off.
Kelvin, you're going to have to open the app.
I've never used a phone in my life.
All right. I open up the cartel app.
Yeah, so
I can't remember. Is that lady with a lot of names, right? What was her name?
I have no idea.
Contessa Lucretia Vandergraff?
Yes, the giraffe. Her. I pull up the cartel app and I just pull up this mission and I don't know.
So that thing about the giraffe?
Huh?
As soon as you open the app, you get a notification that says, "Thanks for accepting the new terms. Your new employees are waiting for you on your ship."
What the fuck?
Employees?
It's the worst app.
Yeah, employees.
I hate it.
Like, or whatever.
All right, I don't know. I dismissed that notification. Whatever. I guess I share with my compatriots. The Chrome Cartel app says we have employees on the ship.
Why?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what this means. I didn't even want to get this app in the first place.
I feel like I don't really care about this right now. Let's return the dog, and then we can feel about your little kids on the ship.
To do. I'm squinting at my phone like a dad. He doesn't have his glasses, trying to figure out how do I message Lucretia?
you see a button that just says "click to complete."
I click it.
You get an address that pops up, tells you where to go to bring Nimbus.
Great.
So you all again just have completely subverted the difficulty of this assignment and head off towards the Contessa's house. And we're just going to go to a random map. Maybe? Yes. Because now we're Theater of the Mind. So, I'll give you options. You can hail a cab. You can download an app and get an Uber.
I'm definitely into the app idea.
I'm sorry, to get to where we're going?
Yeah.
We can take the mule.
No,
we have the mule.
Do we have the mule?
It's on the ship.
Yeah, I was going to say you could take the mule, but I got cut off about the app.
We're not downloading another app.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so if you're going back to the ship, you that what you want to do?
No,
we want to return the dog.
No, we got the whole thing about the employees. I don't want to deal with this shit right now. I start waving down a cab. Space cab.
So this yellow cab just pulls out. Hey there, buddy, where you heading to?
Hey, wherever this is. Show them the destination.
Yeah, buddy, I'll take you there. I'll take you the shortest route possible.
All right, does this cab look big enough for the 6 of us? Or however many people and dogs we have?
7. I have my baby.
You watch as he flips a switch and it just expands on the inside and pulls a little TARDIS maneuver.
Ah, jeez.
Like,
Can I have an extra seatbelt for my stomach?
Yeah. We'll strap that rubber thing down for you. Come on, hop in. Honka, honka, let's go.
Great.
There ain't no fool in a
In the
cabin.
cab.
Come on. So you hop in, start driving. He said he was going to take you the shortest route, but he's a cabbie. He's never going to take the shortest route. You're like 30 minutes in on a space station trying to get to this address.
Cool. Great.
Well,
I don't know any better. I've never been here.
Did we notice it?
play tic-tac-toe or bingo to pass the time.
You can give me a perception check. Nah, you're just looking out the window like, man, that's really pretty. That is some nice architecture. They may be xenophobic, but that architecture is nice. Like 45 minutes later, you get there. Gabby's like, it's going to be 200 credits.
I guess I'm paying.
Look at the clown.
Honka honka, pay up, clowny. Everybody's looking at you.
All right, I'm going.
So yeah, go ahead and mark another 200 credits.
I am. I did it.
Yeah, so you pull up in front of this just absolutely beautiful mansion that on a space station has a lawn with trees and a pond in front of it and a little gilded fence with a gate and a speaker box out front.
Hill, I think this is all you, my friend.
You said there's a speaker box?
Yes, there is a speaker box.
Is there a button on it?
Yes, there is a button.
Right. What color is the button? No, I pushed the button.
The button is black.
Black button.
Yeah, as you push
Would
the
you not
button.
have pushed it if it was another color?
No, I just love making the DM like make shit up.
Yeah, as you go to push the button, you hear a voice say, "There's a camera, you fool! You don't have to push the button. We see you."
What's the button for?
So we can make fun of the people not smart enough to see the camera.
You want to make fun of the people who have a certain blink dog in their possession?
Gate just swings open. Doesn't say anything.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
It's a smart move.
I enter.
Yeah, as Kilford's walking through, the gate just closes a little too quick and catches the tip of his tail. Yeah, you approach the house. It's a very long driveway that just sort of wanders back and forth through real grass, which I don't think. Honestly, I think Dr. Frizzle, you may be the only one that has ever seen real grass before.
Yep.
Yeah.
I lived in a swamp.
Yeah, so you got moss, but yeah, you see trees with blossoms and fruit trees. So there's some real wealth here. You get to the front door and there's a butler that's waiting there for you with the door open, saying you may go ahead and enter. And if you'll take an immediate left, you can sit in the tea room, and the Contessa will be with you shortly.
Thanks, butler.
We got people to see, stuff to do. We got to get out of here.
Well, if you would like to be paid, you will enter the tea room and wait for the Contessa.
Well, let Contessa know it's urgent.
Nothing for the Contessa is urgent. So you proceed on in. And as soon as you walk in, there is the tea room to your left with a huge staircase, just grand staircase that goes up to a wraparound balcony upstairs. And you see on the other side of the entryway, there's bridge tables just everywhere. You can see that probably some tournaments do happen here. And there's little seating areas in the tea room, and there's already a trestle with some snacks and fresh tea waiting on you.
I can't eat sandwiches right now. I can't have lunch meat.
You see the butler just sort of leans around the door. They're cucumber sandwiches with mayo.
Any wraps?
Unfortunately, no, good sir. Unfortunately, no. You hear the Contessa starts coming down the stairs, and you see this very tall, very elegant, silver-haired, older woman in a full ball gown in the middle of the day. She's, oh, I'm so glad to finally see you here. Were you successful?
Yes.
Are you blind?
Blink dogs do tend to hide, dear. Is it behind you? You do have some large people.
Where I look for
what?
Nimbus. Nimbus is here, right? Nimbus.
She's Nimbus. Who's Nimbus? What is Nimbus?
Nickname. The dog's here.
Oh well. Anywho,
Miss Princess, Poopy Pants, something.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you have a new pet and 80,000 credits.
Great.
You hate this dog?
Oh no, I just didn't want its owner to have it.
You don't want this dog.
Heavens no.
What am I going to do with the dog?
That wasn't the agreed upon credits.
They're not? People all come in with facts.
Sidebar. I'll leave a 0 out.
I don't know. I'm trying to pull up my notes.
Did they just say in space?
My notes say 150K.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I don't.
You are correct. It is 150K. I transposed.
Whoa. Yeah, that's half. That's half of what we agreed upon.
Still sidebarred. I transposed the ship cost and the bounty cost in my notes.
Convenient.
And rewind. As far as I'm concerned, you have a new dog and 150,000 credits.
All right. Well, since you put it that way, I take the dog. You don't want the dog?
Heavens, no! I don't think we should have the animals caged up. But I didn't want his owner to have him because she was so proud of keeping him in a cage.
Wow, you're a real humanitarian.
No, she's just really a bitch.
Yeah, that's the vibes I got.
It's not that I'm that great. It's just that I don't like her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Could you not like her because she's a bad person? You might be a good person? Dog, human, robot, laser, cannon?
What?
Dear, you don't get as rich as I am being a good person.
I don't know. I've got no evidence to the contrary. You let a poor, pregnant clown into your house out of the kindness of your heart.
She takes her hairpin out, just walks up to you and pops your belly.
Wait, it wasn't a balloon.
Yeah, it wasn't a balloon. She just stabbed her.
Yeah, what the hell?
How else did you have a pregnant belly?
It wasn't. It's because we found one at the Halloween store. Do you think you go to the Halloween store and what they sell for pregnancy bellies are made out of a balloon?
Yeah, filled with sand, obviously.
Oh my god.
Would you
be realistic?
I mean, I know men don't know about periods or pregnancy or any of these things, but I thought they would know about costume prosthetics.
I'm sorry that when you're getting dressed while talking about beating down the shop owner. It's like, oh, excuse me, I'm putting on my pregnant clown outfit while pulling the whips and chains from my bag.
Don't forget the locks.
And the
And the
lock.
candles. It's for wax play.
Excuse me if I took a little poetic freedom and made it a
Yeah.
balloon.
Yeah,
how dare you? We run the show. We run the show.
clearly. Night.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have real fun if you have that homunculus in your pistol, I tell you.
The gun just cries every time you shoot it.
Yeah, good luck stealthing. That thing's gonna have to be fed, changed, and put to bed.
Great.
Yeah,
as long as he doesn't have to remember to charge it. Like his phone.
Yeah, the Contessa looks at you and just says, if that's it, you should see the credits in your account now. Would you rather have them go to your ship or to one of you individually?
Definitely, for sure, him.
Me.
Yeah, you.
I was going to say, I'm sure that she would know who you were indicating, but for me, it's a little more difficult.
No. I pointed in its direction. You didn't see?
For some reason, I just could not. Honestly, that is a good argument for why we should be using webcams. So yeah, Kilford, go ahead and put 150,000 credits.
Oh, happily. I had 78. So it's a big change for me. Could not have paid for that cab fare.
And the Contessa goes, as far as I'm concerned, that finishes our business. And before we have to fumigate the entryway and the tea room, would you mind desperately to leave?
The contract said that it also come with a favor.
Yes. Yeah. If the time comes that you do need a social favor, here's my contact information. And she gives you her personal contact information.
Okay.
So if you find yourself in a situation where you think that she may be able to help you, in the words of Spider-Man, everybody gets one.
Do you have any idea what a social favor from Contessa's worth?
She's
Get
just
someone out of jail.
rich. She's a powerful, wealthy person.
Yeah, can a powerful, wealthy person get a person out of jail?
You can.
Nah, we got the jailbreak thing down. I think maybe we pocket this favor.
Yeah, I'll pocket it. Or that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, nobody wants to listen to the woman in the group anyways, so I guess let's keep going.
Okay, well, only been doing what you want to do all night, but it's fine.
I think I've been doing exactly what I want all night, actually.
Yeah, we just follow around.
As you should. I am the one with the academics over here.
Says the clown.
Yeah, the pregnant clown.
Hey, you look like a fool.
Hey,
are you gonna share some of that dough with the rest?
Why did you even dress up like this? There's no point in any of this.
Yeah, so as you're arguing about this, the butler is just wide-armed ushering you out of the entryway.
What?
You broke her. She's squeaky now.
All right. I made my point. We leave.
There was a reason I was dressed up, but just so we're clear.
Didn't pan out to be necessary, though, did it?
No, because we're just too good at DMing from the bottom.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take precautionary measures next time. So what's the plan now? You've got several hours until it's time to see Whisper.
Ooh, let's go get high again and drunk. Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Oh, how much do we owe on the ship? Do I remember that? Do I know that?
I
That
think it
was
was
You know that?
exactly-
What were you saying, Taylor?
What, Shelby? I was asking you. I thought you said it was exactly what
Yeah, it was
that
the same
we were just
amount.
paid.
You were going to get a discount
Oh, obviously, too tall.
because you got a buff job.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would want to go square up
Put them
with ZZ Top.
to the ship. Let's
I'm
meet
going to
the.
enjoy this even more now. So you return to the ship. Oh no, Danielle, you're letting me have this one.
I ain't letting you have shit.
So you return to the ship and you see Double Z is outside the ship, sort of cleaning her hands off, polishing her cybernetic
what?
hand. Polishing her cybernetic hand. As they pulling all the gantryways back away from the ship. And she looks up and sees you all coming back. She says, "Just in time."
Finished?
Yeah, just finished up now. Pulling all the gantryways off, disconnecting all the lines. Got full up on fuel. Reactor's hot. Guns are primed. Everything is repaired.
Change oil.
Fix the baby.
What about check the wiper fluid?
Yeah, I changed your blinker fluid too. If you want me to get your transmission starting lines, that's going to be an extra 10,000 though.
I'm sorry, if
Hope
I
we
want
know
to
what
get
that
my
means.
what?
Give me an engineering check, which you will do with disadvantage.
Oh, come on, man. I'm a pilot. I don't even know what an engineering check is.
You don't have it. Just give me an intelligence check.
All right. Disadvantage, or is that what you said?
Let's do it flat.
Fucking hell. 8, 9.
You're not sure, but it sounds good, so you want to be like, yeah, those are real. I mean, you tell me if you want to get them replaced or not.
Too tall.
Yeah.
Do we need our transmission
No.
thingy?
No, she's fucking with you.
You see, she just looks up and starts giggling. Again, just brushes Too Tall's bicep with her cybernetic hand.
What's the damage?
Well, was going to be a little over 100, but I think we'll do it for 80.
It's a good deal.
How about 75?
Hey, look,
75 and another date with Too Tall?
hey, look.
Please don't offer me. That's what you got mad at before.
Hey, you guys just offered me up, so I'm offering you up. There's no difference.
You see Double Z sort of like drops her head and gives the Kubrick stare at Kilford. Is like, hey, look, 70 grand off.
She did.
Because
She
I
did
got a buff
good
job
work.
with him. You ain't getting no money.
Whoa, scandalous.
You see how clean he is right now? Then she turns
I
around and
look
realizes
at you,
how
covered in
covered you are.
Frog gut.
And she just turns pale, grabs you, and runs off in a corner. And you hear like a gas-powered buffer start up.
This is at least another 20K off.
She's already taken the money.
What?
Yeah, she just wired 80K out of your account.
That should be illegal, and I think it is.
She also doesn't operate legally at all times. That's why we got some of the work done.
Yeah. You do have a couple of very illegal modifications to your ship. And then Kilford, all of a sudden you just hear, Mr. Kilford? Mr. Kilford!
What? Who?
You see this very small halfling just come running from the gantry of the ship going, Mr. Kilford, my name's Stephen.
Stephen?
Yeah, it's Stephen.
Who are you and what are you doing on my ship?
Well, technically it's our ship now because this is where the co-op workspace is, and well, we're going to be working here, and I'm in charge of the shared workspace.
What workspace? What are you talking about?
Well, when you hit accept, you agreed to the shared workspace, so we're the employees that are going to be working here now. I guess you didn't take the time to try to get that one pixel, but if you had, you'd have seen that you agreed to the new terms for Chrome Cartel. See, they're having some real issues with paying for the marketing services that they have. So what they're doing is the ships that are part of the app, they're letting people lease out workspaces. So we do marketing and drawing. A lot of us do some comics and things like that. But what happens is you actually have to pay in to us being here, but you do make money back by letting us be here.
I don't understand what was just said at all.
How many are here?
Oh, well, right now there's 10 of us. There's room for 24 in total, though.
I'm not here.
You're over in the corner getting the industrial buffing.
I am.
No. We didn't sign up for this.
Oh, well, Mr. Kilford, don't worry. We're all halflings. We only take about one bunk for every 6 of us. And if I remember correctly, for every day, you're actually going to earn 100 credits. Now, you do have to pay out 20 credits a day to be part of the program, but it is a tiered program. So once you get enough commodities and such and amenities inside of your ship, you're able to make even more. I think the possibility is up to like 1,000 credits a day.
I wish we had webcams. I look at Dr. Frizzle. I don't know. Just dumbfounded.
I know it. God.
I don't worry about money, so I ain't worried about our money. So I think we get these hellions off the ship.
Yeah,
or
we're not.
And honestly, this entire situation of you pressing the wrong button and these people in our space, like, I'm pregnant. I can't have this happening to me right now.
Mm-hmm. You see Steven looks at you and goes, well, you know, if you were, that looks like a mighty big hairpin hole in your belly. So I don't really think you're pregnant.
It's not a balloon.
Steven,
you know,
it's beside the point, Steven.
Well, Mr. Kilford, I wasn't quite finished, but what we do is in case of emergency with the ship, we also offer protection details. We are, pretty heavily armed fighters. So if we do come into a situation where the ship is boarded or we do have land combat around the ship, we will take up security positions. That is part of what you pay into to get back. So you get value monetarily and also defensively.
20 credits a day for this?
Currently, yes. 20 credits a day out, 100 credits a day in.
Unless all of you are willing to babysit, I don't know how we're going to make this thing work. I really don't.
Fucking nightmare. Is Steven armed?
Oh, you see Steven has like 2 plasma incinerators, one on each thigh, and like a bandolier of grenades around his waist. But he also has a stylus in his pocket. He's like, now, yeah, I'm one of the I draw for comic books too. That's my real job. But I had to get cross trained as a mercenary just so I could work for this Skillshare space.
And your 9 other compatriots are also well trained in mercenary combat.
Yes, sir. To be part of this job skill share space, we do have to meet shooting requirements and combat requirements, just so we can offer the protection details that come with this position.
Would you lay down your life for this ship?
And what about for me and my unborn child?
Again, lady, that ain't no child. Mr. Kilford, sir, may I speak frankly?
Speak frankly.
I will rip the throat out of any creature that dare comes near this craft with hostile intent with my bare teeth if need be.
Sounds kind of kinky, honestly.
In this
little bitty thing. What kind of comics you draw?
A little bit of everything. I specialize in sort of like Japanese manga kind of thing.
All right.
Well. I know we really don't have Japanese here, but I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head real quick that would fit into this universe to describe Japanese. I guess you could say it's sort of like Gensai-styled comics.
Yes. Why don't you show me? And I gesture towards the ship.
He just starts waddling back up real excited because he's like, I'm going to show him my comics.
I follow.
Oh, yeah. You go back into the hangar. There is now like a cordoned off area of the cargo area. And there's just 20 halflings in there that are fucking strapped. And they're like, some of them are just sitting there typing and others are drawing.
They're fucking?
No. Guns. They have guns.
You see that you walk in and every single one of them in unison. Hello, Mr. Kilford.
Mr. Halfred. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Halfred. And Steve looks up.
I nod. Yeah.
Steve looks up and goes, can I still call you Mr. Kilford?
No.
We'll see.
He like pulls up his little tablet that he's been drawing Gensai style comics on. He's like, I used to read a bunch of stuff that came from the Gensai clan when I was little, when they could get it out. It like shows you perfect replications of Gensai stuff that he's been drawing.
Yes. I thumbed through it and am moderately impressed.
Are you a little emotional too? Is this bringing you back? Is there something you want to tell us about your childhood?
I'm absolutely not emotional about this at all. And no, I would not like to tell you anything about my childhood. Thank you.
I think it would be really helpful since I'm pregnant to really think about how I want to raise this child. So are you sure?
You are a clown woman. And no.
I want to point out that this was
the end of my
encouraged.
Argument. Not to me.
Too Tall will say that you're good and buffed, and you're coming back whenever you want with Double Z.
Captain, what the fuck is all this?
Too Tall, a band of mercenaries have enlisted on our ship.
Mercenaries?
Yes.
You see this little gaggle of halflings just come up. They're not even as tall as Too Tall's knee. But they are, like I said,
I mean, I'd see that all they are
wrapped.
Yeah, they're incredibly armed, capable, and inexpensive.
Hello, sir. Good golly, you are big.
Yeah, this is Mr. Tall.
Well, hello, Mr. Tall. I am Steven.
Not.
Well, it's nice to meet you too. Okay. Well, this is the rest of the crew. Don't ask me their names yet. I've not got to learn them. We're all new here today at the same time.
Oh, Shelby. I'll spare you.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that one?
We've been mean enough tonight.
He looks at Tutal and goes, I don't know if you know or not, or if you heard, but we provide security for the ship in case of extreme situations. So, if shit goes down, we got your back.
They're contractually obligated to die for the ship.
And you're good with this?
No, but it seems like that's the reality of the situation.
Almost seems like if somebody wouldn't have made fun of so many names, apps wouldn't have been wonky.
Oh, like you wouldn't do this shit to torture me. I know you.
It just made it that much sweeter.
So
there's still just a gaggle of halflings in the back typing out fan fiction and drawing comics.
Are they on the ship?
They're just going to be on the ship. we're not transporting them somewhere. They're just always going to be here now.
This little cordon section of the cargo bay, that is their little shared skill space.
Okay.
Yeah, I was asking Kilford.
Oh, sorry.
Co-op. No, it's okay. They have. I didn't know either. Yes, this. Cross my arms. This is their workspace co-op in our cargo bay. Do they sleep here too, Shelby?
Yeah, there's rooms in the cargo bay.
Yeah, well, they're not even in the rooms. You just see like 4 little bunks in there, and they're small enough that all of them will fit in those 4 little bunks.
We have rooms.
No.
That's okay, Mr. Tall. We sort of like to cuddle together at night.
Yeah, that's what the rooms are for.
Oh, well, we don't want to be intrusive. This is our little area, and we think the rest of the ship is yours. So unless you want to have like a movie night or something, we're just going to stay in our little space.
No. Stay here. This is great.
You see, Steven's just like, oh, okay, that was our plan anyway.
Just eyeballing Kilford, just like, all right.
we do sort of need access to the kitchen, but.
Any of you guys have training with like children or like, deliveries of babies or anything?
I think at this point, all of the halflings, and I'm guessing even Tutal and Kilford, just roll their heads and look over at Dr. Frizzle. And then this Calder just leans out of the med bay. He's like, it's not like there's a medic on the ship or anything.
They were here. What's wrong with them? I met them. We talked all about how I was going to get pregnant, remember? And then I had to take all my clothes off, and it was this whole thing. And
no.
That's how I got pregnant. Oh.
Yeah.
Then I'll get naked. I'll get naked for Daddy. That's fine.
Yeah, Scalder's getting killed off soon. I cannot play this character. So yeah.
Killed off twice because of me.
So
Steven, go ahead.
Kilford, we'll come over here for a second. And just go somewhere that just out of earshot.
Steven's like, yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll shut the door. You have some privacy, and just shuts their little blast door on the co-op.
We gotta set up some boundaries. I wasn't expecting this, but when did this happen?
Well, apparently, through using the Chrome Cartel app, which I opposed from the beginning, we have opened ourselves up to this sort of thing by law.
And we follow those?
No, we don't always follow them, but
I can definitely see having a lot of armed mercenaries around the ship being beneficial. But
that's
we
that's what
gotta
I'm saying.
we gotta set up some boundaries, like not loud in certain areas. I feel like the kitchen, there's crew quarter or like a gathering area up above us, but like the engine's off limits, and then the cockpit, they have to know that they cannot be in there.
Okay.
Unless some emergency. We just need to set up some boundaries because they just moved in.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I feel violated, and I hate this. But they're very well armed, and I like that.
You are the captain, though. If you don't want them here, then they're going to get kicked out. But I gotta say, the easy mercenaries around the ship is going to be helpful.
Yeah, it's like 2 credits per day per halfling. It's kind of. Have you looked at mercenary prices lately?
No, I've been trying to catch up on ships.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's incredibly cheap. All right. No halflings in the engines or on the bridge. Where else? I guess they can use the kitchen.
Yeah, of course. The kitchen's right next to the common area upstairs. But yeah, the bridge and the engines are off limits.
Okay. All right. Great. Cool.
They don't need to be in my office either.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna return to Dr. Frizzle, and with Tutal, and be like, we're gonna, because they shut like some bulkhead door between them, right? DM.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Wait. We're stuck. We picked up a gnome, or I'm sorry, a halfling.
Not
halfling disease. And we're setting up ground rules. So, is there anywhere we don't want these fuckers to be? Dr. Frizzle.
I mean, I don't want them in my office or my bedroom. I don't know why anybody would need to be going in there.
Right. But I feel like it should at the very least be stated, because they really did just move in while we were gone.
Well, and
so
the med
I feel
bay, unless they're sick, we don't really need them going all around in our stuff in there either.
The scholar just pokes his head out and goes, "This is mine." Pulls his head back in.
Okay.
So just the common area and the cargo bay, but we'll have to worry about, because they're in we have rooms that they could use instead of the cargo bay.
Why are you thinking we're getting some precious cargo we're going to keep down there?
I'm thinking if we have to transfer something that
larger?
We don't need people to know about, then they're going to be in the cargo bay, and we don't know anything about these people. I can't just automatically trust they're going to keep a secret or work with us and not try to. There's a lot of extra people, a lot of extra eyes that just showed up. I'm just voicing concern.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't know where the best place to put them is. Maybe, I don't know.
There's I don't know why they want to sleep in the cargo bay when we have empty rooms. We can also this seems to be kind of what I was thinking, but whenever we move somewhere, we can pick up some extra people to just ferry them. Speaking of that, well, that's a whole different thing. We need to start working towards Nova.
Yeah, well, check my watch. We near that time?
It's still a few hours out.
Few hours?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. How about they inhabit the cargo bay for now, and
But like, we need to start telling them where they can't be.
Yes, I'll tell them where they can and can't be. And then if we need to take on some cargo, then we just move them to the guest rooms.
Let's see. Did I ever write this down? What kind of... I thought I remember you explaining how many rooms we had. Oh, 6. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
6 common bedrooms. Okay, yeah, there's 6 empty bedrooms that nobody's using, and then the doctor has her office, and then a few up by the bridge, and then the medical bay bedroom.
Right.
So we have, and by the way, they're all crowding in. It looks like they could use 2 rooms.
Yeah, because Nova and Crix both just sort of found little nooks to nest in. The captain has his own quarters. The med bay officer has his own quarters. The office has its own bed, and you just sort of don't have to sleep. So
Okay. I go and I knock on whatever this bulkhead door is that they've confined themselves to.
You hear an instant whirring of like 20 firearms charge up as the door opens, and once it's you, everything's holstered back to work. Well, hello, Mr. Kilford.
20 firearms? There's 10 halflings in here.
Well, yes, sir. We've got one on each leg. We usually draw both side arms at once. That way, if everybody shoots one pistol from each hand at a doorway, you're probably not going to miss.
All right. Stephen, right?
Yes, Mr. Kilford.
Listen. Well, I want to lay down some guidance that will help smooth over your existence here on this ship, outside of this Chrome Cartel bullshit. Whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Mr. Kilford, I didn't know it was possible for a vein to pop out of a scale on your forehead. But yes, I understand.
I don't know why you would point that out. I'm very vascular, though. It's true.
It seems sort of like an anatomical anomaly.
It's not. It happens. I'm very pleased with the situation. I, as the captain, request that you and your compatriots do not enter any private quarters on the ship. In fact, let me backtrack here. You may occupy the common areas and the kitchen in passing, and this little place that you have cut out for yourselves in the cargo hold, and all other areas are off limits.
You see he's just standing right in front of you, not even up to your waist, just beaming and smiling with his hands together in front of him, just nodding.
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm shaking my head. I was just trying to let you finish.
No, well, that's about it, really. We have a lot of confidential and restricted areas, and we can't have a bunch of, you understand, people, halflings going around in these areas. Without authorization.
Look, we know how we are. You don't have to beat around a bush. Halflings like to push buttons and snoop around.
All right. Well, okay. I didn't mean it like that.
It's okay. I know what you were getting at. You can say it. But yeah, of course, we're going to follow the rules. We're here. You're paying us. We're going to protect the ship. We're going to go where we're allowed to go. And really, as long as we have a kitchen, a place to sleep, and a place to relax, that's all that matters.
Wow. Okay. Great.
Is there any stipulations about how long you're going to be here?
No.
No, we're just gonna be here.
Yeah, as long as you're paying, and really, as long as you're using Chrome Cartel, you're going to pay, because that's the only way you're going to get bounties. But, so as long as you're paying, we're going to be here. So as long as you're getting paid to do bounties, we're going to be here.
I read the terms and conditions, obviously, but just so I am certain of your understanding of the terms and conditions, if we were to like delete the Chrome Cartel app and stop, paying, what would you do?
Oh, you'd be fair game for piracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you'd no longer be under the protections of the Chrome Cartel and
Obviously.
the citizens there within. So you would, one, no longer be able to take bounties or be paid for any bounties that are currently in process or finished. Also, since you would no longer be under the protections thereof, well, piracy is as piracy does.
It is. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that old adage.
Well, Stephen, this has been just a great talk.
It really has.
All right, well, carry on.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna go keep drawing.
Great. I leave.
Where's he going?
God, this
Last door
shit's
just
the
shuts
worst.
again.
Fucking hate this shit.
You just
I didn't even want to be captain.
through the blast door, you just hear them all start singing together as they're working. Just
Oh,
this
God.
very faint little hum in the distance.
So while you work.
So yeah, is everybody going to sort of take a break for a minute, try to rest and do some little things before you go meet Whisper?
I'm gonna go through the engine room and see if there's anything there, or investigate the area, see if anything's changed. I suppose, like last night, I had an opportunity to look through.
Yeah.
I fully don't trust anything they're saying, and I think they're spies.
Okay. Yeah, you had a good chance to look through last night, and when you go back today, we'll compare it to this morning for the changes that you noticed in the physical the physical ship itself, its structure. Give me investigation check DC 5.
I can't fill that.
Make it harder.
I have a +7.
There's a reason.
It's just for a 1. Damn, it was Lumen too.
Yeah. You easily comb through all of the engine room, and no one has been in here since you have. You fire up the optical scanners, and you can see the minute particles of dust from when you left the engine bay this morning haven't even been moved.
Okay. Then I would go to the bridge and do the same thing, at least.
Same roll.
Roll again?
Yep. Because I'm really hoping you get a nat 1. It's even better. Again, you fire up the optical scanners and you look around. The only thing that you see is you're maybe a little concerned that Kilford's starting to lose a little bit more of his scales than he may realize, because you see a little bit of chitinous material more than there was this morning.
Well, I assume that's just the ship adapting, right? I was already told about that, right?
Right. I was just saying that you can obviously tell it's Kilford's from where he was walking around. So it's like he may be starting to, have a little bit of a balding issue.
Do you have hair?
No, I'm not here though.
A thinning of scales.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think that doesn't happen. That's bullshit.
I'm not worried about that.
That's the old
Okay.
man.
Yeah, absolutely nothing's been touched, tampered with.
All right. Boy, I didn't get to work on the ship, and now we got people on the ship too. God damn it.
This is Too Tall's worst nightmare. Okay, so while you're doing that, Dr. Frizzle, what are you doing?
Practicing my Lamaze stuff, obviously.
Jesus Christ. Give me a performance check.
Is that an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Did you say Lamaze?
Uh-huh.
You
Performance.
were horrible.
Oh, I didn't do performance. I did persuasion. I screwed it up.
okay.
Hold on.
Shit. You are
Really good at at acting like I'm pregnant. I know.
Jesus Christ. If you were in a a mother and me class, they would think that this is your third child.
Fucking killing it. I've done this by myself so many times before.
You're just sitting in a corner in your office, just and oh God.
Why?
That's a great question.
Because we let this happen and we didn't stop it. I take as much responsibility as the two of you.
You gave her the clown outfit. You're the most responsible.
I made her buy it.
It was a good deal.
Too Tall. Oh shit. Kilford, what are you doing?
Oh.
You've got Too Tall sort of running around the ship in paranoia, trying to check everything. It sounds like Dr. Frizzle is about to hyperventilate and pass out in her office.
I would have told BD2, or I would have told Nimbus to teach BD2 how to play with him.
Wait, Nimbus. Yeah. Did
Oh,
Nimbus
yeah.
follow us?
Yeah. Nobody's talked to him, but he just sort of was like, why not? And came back with you.
I guess so.
There's even more new life on your ship.
This is getting overwhelming.
It's about to be even more new life on the ship.
Someone has to stop this person. You know what? No. I'm going to the workshop and I'm building my gun.
Are you going to use it on me or you?
Probably.
That didn't answer the question.
Give me
Who?
Kilford. Let me look at your sheet.
The workshop.
I wouldn't let him look at
around
that
the
if
engine
I was
room,
you.
Right? I don't remember where it is.
There, like
not always
the
good
big
to look under the
workshop
sheet.
is in the engine room. I will say that there probably is like a workbench in the captain's quarters though.
Okay.
What tools are associated with gunsmithing?
Oh boy, you think I did research on this?
Wasn't there gunsmithing tools that you started with?
No, it's tinkerer's tools that are used for gunsmithing. Yeah.
Give me a tinker's tool check, please.
Yes.
Do you have those?
He should have started with him.
I don't know if he's old enough, but
Well, don't have them, but
Talk to two.
I agree with you that I should have them.
It's a good thing that before you said that, I said that you should have started with them.
Okay, great.
I got smith tools and tinker tools, and calligrapher tools, and alchemist supplies, and thieves tools.
I'll say on a DC 18, you're able to actually complete the build.
Hang on. Stand by.
Mhm.
I just borrow 2 close tinker's tool. 10 pounds. Oh my god. All right. How do I don't know how to roll these.
On your main sheet on the left side where it says tools, you can just click on.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Wait, I'm still not getting how to roll with it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you roll with these tools. You just roll a d20, and right. Is there something else that it's more specific?
I thought it did it for you.
No.
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your proficiency.
Okay.
Maybe add in sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll do whatever you say, DM. I rolled a 13 naturally.
15, 16, 17. Actually, yeah, you got high dex. You got a +5, I think, or a 4.
His sleight of hand is +6.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're able to complete the twin to your other pistol.
Wow.
We're having
No
twins?
nanites required. Just that it, like no materials needed. We just made it.
I have materials. I don't know.
We'll settle that on the back end. The gunslinger thing is a little odd.
Okay.
Great. That's what I did during all this fucking madness.
Made a fucking weapon in an hour.
I got so mad that I crafted a gun.
Same question applies. Are you planning on killing me or yourself? Same question still applies.
Probably.
During this time, once you put the last finishing touches on your now twin to your sidearm, you start to hear your compiece click and chatter again. And it takes you a second, but it finally starts to clear up and you recognize your sister's voice. And it's... Give me a perception check.
Hang on, I have to turn off my smooth jazz. God damn. 9.
You're not sure. This may be a recording. Can't really tell more than that. But you hear your sister, and she's just saying, Kilford, hurry. You need
That's all?
to find me.
Yes. I just replied, Cassie.
And it just clicks off. And that is where our session ends.
Cassie.
Cassie.
Remind me what information did you get from ZZ for her location? Was it? I don't remember what we did.
I think the last known location of the last known ship she was in was headed towards the Void Belt or something like that, right?
Like where I came from, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So we...
Void Belt / Wild Space is my notes. She had jumped
when we
there.
leave here, we're probably going to be heading there. I'd assume so. That or Nova's shit kid.
Mhm.
One of the two.
Mhm. If we even break
Or
Nova
to a
out of jail.
hospital.
That's true.
To a
For your
hospital?
baby.
Oh my god. I think we should take the 10 gnomes and leave behind the doctor. And I'm out on top here.
Halflings.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I
pause for
keep saying
a
that.
second.
Am I a fucking racist?
You hear all of their guns charge up again. It's halfling, you motherfucker.
Oh god damn it. The thing I don't love is they really just told you what was going to happen as opposed to you okaying it.
I was prepared to blast that gnome until I realized that they're all heavily armed and useful.
I think at one point Steven said, no, this is actually our ship.
I don't think he said that.
Oh, he did. As in, like, all of you together. Like,
Right.
They're part of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Telling the captain that.
I know. I wanted to blast him.
I'm not going to lie. I was trying to get you to draw down on him.
The fact that I would have probably started more of a problem had I been there, but I got shuffled away before that conversation happened.
That was also intentional.
Well, here, Kilford's thought is see how it goes, and if not, we can funnel them to their death by getting the ship in a dangerous situation and having it die.
Mm-hmm.
This death commando squad of munchkins.
They're incredibly expendable to Kilford. And it would maybe be more of an inconvenience to exterminate them than it would be a convenience to have them defend the ship.
Yeah, I got you. Just telling the captain how it's going to go on his ship is the thing.
Yeah, I was not very far from blasting him.
All right, let me transition this over to the ending.
In the unlit ruins, I roam alone. Through dusty deserts, I search for home. Echoes of gunfire, a hollow sound. Why do we fight when there's nothing to be found? The Wild West meets Scent Wave's cold tone. A haunting melody, a world gone wrong. Despair and hopelessness, side by side. In this post-apocalyptic land where violence hides. Why do we fight? Why do we kill? In ruins and dust our souls fill. Absurdity of violence, a question so true. When peace could reign, why must we choose? Through broken cities, I wander wide, in search of answers to end this tide. Raw energy, a desperate play for a world where violence is just a memory. Why do we fight? Why do we kill? In ruins and dust our souls fill. Absurdity of violence, a question so true. When peace could reign, why must we choose? Why do we fight? Why do we kill? In ruins and dust our souls still. Absurdity of violence, a question so true. When peace could reign, why must we choose?